Hi everybody, welcome to the QB School. I'm JT O'Sullivan. Today, a little bit different of a video. We're gonna look at a video of really what to learn not to do. Oftentimes on this channel, I like to show good stuff that's fun to break down. This is one of those things I actually saw happen twice last weekend. I'm used to calling it a replacement corner. I've heard it called an inverted replacement. Didn't take a Polaroid, but I did see it twice last weekend. So I'm excited to break it down. First, Cousins, then Darnold, what not to do. Welcome to the QB School. Boom! All right, if you enjoy this kind of content, please think about subscribing to the channel, hit the notifications, let you know when we go live, when we put up new content. If you want to get nuts, join, help support the channel through the memberships. I really appreciate it. Let's dive into the video. All right, so the first one up here is going to be Kirk Cousins. And really the most important thing here when we talk about replacement corners or inverted replacement is understanding what happens with the middle field player. So watch that middle field player. He's going to jump an over or a crosser, and then the corner, excuse me, is going to then fall back into the post area. And right here, it turns into punt return left, but we'll see it from the all-22. In my opinion, this is something that needs to be learned really, really early in a career. Very rarely do you see this type of stuff happen in a game, especially to a guy who's been paid, especially to a guy who's been playing really well the last few weeks. Again, so good stuff to learn from. And really, this is just it's an indicator of a few things. First, I think Kirk Cousins is frustrating to a lot of Vikings fans, a lot of NFL fans for a lot of, pretty valid reasons. One of them is that I think he's just got some blind spots. And this is really an indicator of one of those things. You just don't see this happen to a veteran guy very often. And so we're going to watch this middle field player. He's going to jump this little shallow over, and then we're going to see 20, the corner, go replace to his area. And basically it's a 2-on-1 to the post. Now, when we get into the all-22, I'll talk about how I think that there are some scheme issues here as far as how they're designing this play. But again, this is to the quarterback. You can't let these dudes come in here and roll like this on your home field because you throw up a jump ball 2-on-1. So just so we're all on the same page here, scheme-wise, I want to make sure that I'm getting a chance to point this thing out and make sure we're talking about it in the same language. So it's all off this middle field player. The play is kind of a slow over. Now, I don't love the slow over element of it. Doesn't matter. He gets over to this over area, and this is some variation of a post. Now, just so we're clear on this Vikings one, what they do is they kind of slow this over, and then they run like a triple move, almost like a Dino, and he ends up becoming really flat. Now, I would love to see this. I've seen this play called anything from Yankee to NCAA because everybody in the NCAA runs it, but it's essentially an over with a post. Doesn't matter how you get there, but I personally love to see these posts stay really, really high. I don't care if you do a triple move, double move, triple deke, whatever you want to do. You got to keep this thing high because you don't want this replacement corner to be able to pick off a post from the other side. So again, it all because of this guy who we're replacing. He's going to jump the over. He comes down on the over or never gets depth, get this triple move post, and Cousins is going to think he has all this field because he assumes that this corner is trailing the over, but the corner replaces or inverts. And now we got all sorts of issues. And really, this is something that you learned pretty early playing quarterback. You cannot make a throw like this. This is all on the quarterback. Now, you could make the argument that there's some pass interference at the end of this thing, but it doesn't change the fact that you should never throw it. It's really, this is a horrific mistake from the quarterback position. And normally you'd be like, wow, you see these things happen like once or twice a season. That happened twice last week. Darnold did almost the exact same thing. So from the back end, we'll see that over. We'll watch 26, the middle field player. Doesn't get any depth, comes downhill, jumps the over. There's the replacement. We see all three players. There he is. Corner goes up, gets it. Inverted pick. All sorts of bad. And really, this is just one of those teaching tapes that normally this happens to someone once in a mini camp. Now, the Jets are running a little bit different variation of it. They don't have so much of an over as kind of like a slow short post. But it's the same exact thing where the inverted replacement or replaced corner goes up and should have gotten a pick. The Jets wide receiver does a nice job being able to go in there and play defense. But this is the exact same decision. And we'll see it from the all-22. We see right here, he goes over for the big post, can't get it. All of a sudden becomes a defender, gets his hand in there, makes a great play. But the inverted replacement is the exact same. Same weekend, just really bad mistakes from two quarterbacks that should be better than this. So again, concept-wise here, we're all on the same page. Here's the big post. Now, they don't run an over. They run more of kind of like this slow post to take advantage of this area where you're trying to fake these guys downhill. They did this a few times in this game. The only reason I know this is because I broke it down for the Patreon group. But again, here's the replacement. He's going to come down on this short post or over. We're going to get the inverted replacement on the back end, and you just can't throw it. It's a 2-on-1 post. The defense has you. You have to know if you're playing a team that does these inverted replacements. It's a bizarre miss to see happen twice in the same weekend. There it is. The middle field player comes down. Look at the corner, pointed out. You got him. Over the top. 2-on-1 post. Should be a pick. Now again, I want to see these posts. This is where the scheme comes into play for me. You do yourself a much better favor or bigger favor to keep this thing crazy skinny. Almost like an inside go. Because then this guy can't fall back into it. He gets you because you think, oh, you have all this green grass to throw to, but you don't. It's really a 2-on-1. And it's a really, really bad mistake. And it's bizarre to see it happen twice in the same weekend. But I do think that it kind of categorizes these quarterbacks. They, right now, have some blind spots. Whether it's the teaching, whether it's the execution, whatever it is, you can't throw this ball. You have to have a better understanding of what's going on the defensive side of the ball. And they get him right there. You can make the argument he could put it on that post. Free safety comes down. He sees that, but then you just can't do that. Throw it up for grabs. Should have been an interception. All sorts of bad. Inverted replacement, replacement corners, really important things to learn from the quarterback position. Hopefully it provides a little bit more depth to your better understanding of why some of these picks happen on the back end. But it's really good defensive back play, really poor quarterback play, and hopefully those two guys find a way to never do it again. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I'm JT O'Sullivan. Today, different approach. We're looking at stuff we can... Oh, man. My throat. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I'm JT O'Sullivan. Today... I can't even speak, man. All right, you... Woo! My goodness, my voice is bothering me.